Good morning, guys. Matt the Greeter. I was going to save my battery, but man, look at that sky. I'm going to try not to get rained on, but isn't that a beautiful set of clouds? I don't know if you can tell on the GoPro. Very comfortable, dark, cold spring clouds. Man, are they beautiful. Yeah, I suppose if it starts to rain, I'm going to have to pull over and take the GoPro off, because it's not waterproofed at all. It's waterproof, but once you remove the side door to plug in the microphone adapter, or the microphone adapter, it's not waterproof in that section anymore. So, you know, one hole in the right spot will sink a ship. So I only have the one GoPro. Now, I started off my ride today without any video. Maybe once in a while it's good to do that, but honestly it's just to save the battery. I have plenty of room on my SIM card. Every time I take a video and upload it to my external hard drive, I delete it from the SIM card. So I always have at least 4 hours. But the battery, it's good for about 40 minutes maybe. Oh, I should get another battery, or get a battery pack. What do you call it, like a bypass? Oh, I passed an old couple, and they're probably in their 80s or so. And you know, a lot of times you get disapproving looks, shakes of the head and this and that from people when you're on a loud motorcycle, but they smiled. I waved, and one of them waved back. You know, thank you. It was great. I don't have any ill will, and it's nice when people don't come at you with ill will. And let's see, I gotta think here. Oh yeah, then I passed a Basset hound who was taking his owners for a walk, and he took a nice lunge, barking and barking. I think he was excited, but he stood up on his back legs, so like, you know how much effort it must take. There's a bald eagle above me. Wow, that's pretty nice. More horsepower. Bald eagle. Anyway, yeah, you know how much an effort it takes for a Basset hound to stand on two legs? I don't know. I was hoping you'd let me know. But I feel like it would take a lot of effort. It's kind of like Frankenstein doing a handstand, but just not built for that kind of activity, I suppose. Oh, another bald eagle over there. Where am I? Take a wrong turn? Very nice. Anyhow, boy, do those clouds look, well, if you listen to the weatherman, some of you guys have weather girls, that's fine. When I say weatherman, I mean both. When you listen to the weatherman said rain between 3 and onward. It is not even 1. And I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take you where I'm trying to take you today. So, oof. Anyhow. So last night, just found out that Taylor Hawkins, drummer from Foo Fighters, passed away. He was 50 years old. And, of course, there's no cause of death yet. I mean, there's a cause of death, but we're not going to know it for a little bit, perhaps. And you know, when it's a musician or an artist of some sort, the mind does tend to leap to conclusions, and I'm not going to do that. But 50, I'm 3 years away from that, under 3 years, so that's knocking on the door. And but I'll tell you what, he looked pretty young. He didn't look like he was 50. Yeah, sorry to see him go. And imagine you're Taylor Hawkins. Imagine that what are you waiting for? The drummer from Nirvana is starting a new band, and he wants you to be the drummer. Like, wow, that's incredible. Like, can you imagine? That would be like Geddy Lee starting a band and he wants you to play bass for him. What? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So Taylor Hawkins had a cool gig, and man, he played real well, real consistent. So anyhow, I don't know why so I shouldn't be reminded of this now. Let's get it back positive. But as I was leaving, in the window of my apartment there was a ladybug that was trapped in a little spider web. I didn't see a spider anywhere. He's just kind of like having a bad day. So I was like, you know, you're supposed to kind of let nature have its way. But then again, you know, sometimes it's that whole argument, like somebody gave me a break back in the day. So does it hurt if you just give something else a break? And you know, no good deed goes unpunished. So I gave him just a little tap because he was struggling away, and then of course out comes the spider, who was trying to do the right thing and dispatch him quickly, and now I've unintentionally disengaged them from each other, so the ladybug can continue to just wave his legs and struggle, and the spider's just shaking his head at me like, dude, I'm hungry, like I had it. That's like going up to somebody in Rico's sub shop, and just as they're about to take a bite of that large chicken parm sub, you whack it out of their hand like a defensive not cool. Anyway, hey, oh, you know what? Do you know what the ladybug reminded me of? The way, so the ladybug didn't struggle probably a day in its life, and then it was in the web, and look at all of that activity. Now you're showing some hustle. Where was that hustle your whole life? And well, I'll tell you, the ladybug doesn't need a lot of hustle, right? You hustle when you're in trouble sometimes. You know, you're never supposed to run full speed, but man, I'll tell you, when you're in trouble, that's when you hit the afterburners. But people in New England, you know, where I'm from, the Boston area, we have that crazy maniacal hustle from the time we're born. Like, you don't see a lot of like truly lazy New Englanders. Like, we're going on, we're hitting the rev limiter from the time, you know, we get going until the time we hit the dirt. So I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's why, you know, a lot of New England people get hired, you know, in other parts of the country, because like, wow, they work really hard coming from New England. These guys are just natural work. They'll literally kill themselves for your company. And man, I just get to thinking, like, I've done a lot of, like, I work really, really hard, you know, at jobs that don't make a whole lot of money. And I'm not saying that I don't think we should work hard, but I'm just thinking, like, there's times when it's okay not to work at a full sprint. You know, take a construction crew, for example. You know, the rookie always comes in, and the dude is like, the shovelful number 1 is still in the air, and he's already digging shovelful 2. And the old timers, you know, who are maybe taking a sip on the coffee or whatever, get mad at him, like, knock it off, dude. Like, you're here for a day, but this is our career. Like, we've got to last 30 years or whatever, you know what I mean? So like, so just hang in there. It's about the long run. You're working, you're doing a good job, you're showing up on time, and you're not leaving early, but you don't have to sprint and then die by 40. You know what I mean? So I haven't found that balance. I mean, honestly, I'm either on or off. And when I'm on, I'm really on. And when I'm off, I just want to be left alone and be off. And, which is kind of a rare commodity with 3 kids in a small apartment, but I don't know, you get the picture. Anyhow, right now, This is my favorite time because I'm off and I'm on. You know what I mean? Like being on the bike technically is like I'm off. Like I could be sitting on the couch watching a game or something. So technically I'm off, but I get to be on in ways that make me happy. Talking to you guys. You know, so this is, I say, motovlogging is a really good balance, you know, for somebody like me. And, yeah, maybe I'm a little under-caffeinated today, but, yeah, I can fix that when I go home. Maybe throw a game in the background while I play with the kids. And try to make it into a decent Saturday. All right, guys. Hey, I care about you. Thanks for hanging in this far. And I hope you guys are having a terrific day. It's chilly. It's March. And, man, it's still pretty cold. You know, and not Carhartt cold, not Yukon futon cold, but man, cold enough. And I am looking forward to that warm summer breeze. It makes me feel fine. All right, guys, I'll check in with you soon. Matt the Greeter. Bye.